Hello, welcome to Miemie's Keepsakes. I'm Arnell. I am back with the 100-day project and we are doing day 20 and it is fabric paper clips. So we did the banner paper clips the other day and we already made paper clips with a pocket. So today we're going to use fabric to decorate our paper clips. So you'll need paper clips, fabric scissors, and then obviously just scrap pieces of fabrics and laces and all kinds of wonderful things, and then little pieces that you can decorate your uh, paper clip with in the end. So I was going through my things. These kind of daisies applique kind of are great. You need small little things like this. I have these crochet flowers that my mom made for me years ago when she was here last time. Oops. This kind of thing will work too. Sari silk. Like I say, your small pieces of fabrics, laces, doilies. I have this scarf that has all these cute little things dangling from it. I think that would look nice. Hankies will have smaller prints and things on it. The other thing that would work is like these appliques that would usually go on a wedding dress, or the sari silks. If you have these crochet doilies and they sometimes have the flowers, you can cut them off. I had another doily here that I wanted to show you. This doily, you can take it apart, and also if you cut that flower off, that can go on as well. What else do I have here? Just all kinds of things that we're going to cut up and use in our paper clips. And there's little bows. I don't know where these came from, but yes, all kinds of little things that we'll use. So all you need is, like I said, you need your fabric, and let's just start by cutting. So you'll need to cut the fabric the size of your paper clip. And it does not have to be that long, and of course you can cut this into a banner again. You can tear it, you can fray it. I mean, the possibilities are endless. I think the other thing that would look really cute is if you'd have some slow stitches on these pieces of fabric. That would look really nice. Something that I might do, another project to add to my to-do list. And then you simply fold the fabric, you thread it through your paper clip, fold it over, and glue it with fabric tack, or I think fabric tack would be the best, but 3-in-1 will work. Any kind of fabric glue. So let's just cut out a couple and see. Maybe I'll tear these. I like the torn look. That might be too close. And of course, whenever you tear, you have lots of strings. Okay, let's just tear. Let me see, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. We have 9, so I have 2 pieces of fabric already. Shall we try this one? Not sure if it's too thin. I have this upholstery piece of fabric which is just absolutely beautiful. Yeah, so I don't know what's going on today. It started out as the most beautiful sunny day, and then it turned into a very gray, kind of depressing day. And now we're back to a beautiful sunny day at the end of the day. I don't know. It's about 5 o'clock here when I'm recording this, and it's just a beautiful day out there. It's just amazing. Let's try this one. So yeah, we have 3 seasons in one today. And I was thinking maybe we should do one that's just lace. Like this is just beautiful. I don't know if I wanna, maybe I'll use that for a pocket. But maybe we can do that one just lace. Maybe we'll do one with a doily base. Let's cut this doily. This doily is very starched. I was going to soak it to get rid of all the starch, but I haven't done that yet, because then I thought maybe I shouldn't starch it or take the starch out, because it is nice and stiff for a pocket. So I decided not to starch it. And I have this stripy ribbon. Unfortunately, it's not ironed, but let's see. I really like that. What else do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And for some reason everything is blue today. 8. Okay, let's see. Now we'll go ahead and glue them. Oh, okay. Just thread them all through and then glue them, because it's apparently, well, with the fabric it's a little bit harder than with the paper, because it's not, it's more not as stiff as paper and easy to pull through. Come on. And it seems like I'm all fingers and thumbs today. There. Or just thumbs, if you ask me. There. Okay, last 2 to thread through. I do like these the paper decorated paper clips. I've actually never it's one of those things that I keep saying I want to do and then I don't do it. So I'm very happy that because I'm following this, that I actually got to finally do the decorated paper clips, and I have to say I totally love them. This one will take a little longer to glue because there's lots of holes. Let me just... And I forgot I told you, I think it's Donna from, what was her name? Twisted Paper Studio. She said, it's obviously baby wipes. Most of us has baby wipes, but she also said you should have some hand sanitizer because it immediately cleans the glue off your fingers even faster than the baby wipes, and it works. So I had that here yesterday and it works like a charm. I bought during COVID, I bought a hand sanitizer from Walmart, but it was very runny and so we never used it, but it's actually perfect here for the glue because I can put it on my fingers, just wipe it through and wipe it clean with a baby wipe. And I actually took that hand sanitizer and took all my scissors downstairs and by the sink and cleaned all the glue off my scissors. So most of them are cutting again as if they're brand new. But then I left the hand sanitizer there. But that is a good tip. Thank you. I had the baby wipes here, but this one, what happened here? But didn't really think about hand sanitizer. But I think it makes sense. There's alcohol in there, so it kind of dissolves the glue from your fingers almost immediately. Okay. Okay, and when we're done gluing here, we've done 10 paper clips, which is awesome. And you can even do 2 or 3, like the banners. You can, instead of using paper, you can use fabric. I'm just gonna make single ones today, not try to keep it simple, not trying to make it too complicated. Or just laces. I think just laces would be so pretty. We might do that with the doily one. Okay, so there's our paper clips. They just need to dry. Let's do the doily one, decorate this one, and just use some laces. I'm gonna bring the camera a little closer just because it's so small. Let me see, what do I have here for laces? I have this, and I was thinking just layering and layering, layer upon layer of laces, maybe different colors. Let's see what I have here for lace. I'm thinking if I have some of that. There's some eyelet lace, some different textures, and there's something like this and this. Do we have enough to layer? What do you think? Okay, let's see what we can do here. What's going on with this one? Let's just cut that piece off. I can fight with it later on. And I was just thinking, just kind of layering small pieces, hanging over, and maybe some white. Everything is very brown at the moment. Do it this way. And this little piece on top there. Oh, excuse me for 2 seconds. Need to wipe my nose. It's I wish this was all over. It's so frustrating. Let's do this, and there's this leaf here I'm going to cut out. The other thing I was thinking, you know, in slow stitching a lot of times you will cut out a flower from fabric, and then that could be your also your focal point for a paper clip. If you need small fabric embellishments for these paper clips, or fabrics like Tim Holtz and Kathy Holden, where they have pretty smaller images on there, I think that would be great as well for these to use. Okay, do we think we have enough layers on here? Like I said, I really think a little bit of slow stitching would be nice on here, on these small pieces. Or if you can, I was looking for like embroidered doily that might have something small, but all the doilies I had with embroidery were bigger, so I didn't use that. But those would be great. Hankies, like I said, would be great too, because a lot of times they have teeny tiny embroidery on them. And of course you can go in with your sewing machine and sew these as well. You don't have to just glue them. There's so many options. Once you start making these and you start thinking about, oh, I can add this, what about that, it just kind of snowballs. So I'm glad I'm doing this project, and I'm hoping some of you are following along, because it definitely, it's things that I wanted to do for a long time, but just never kind of made the time to do. So this is a nice project where this kind of forces me to do that. So I'm gonna leave this. Well, this definitely needs more fabric tack. Yeah, and maybe your glue gun would be a good option to get all your layers together faster, because the fabric tack takes a while to dry. So I'm going to leave this one to dry over there, and hopefully it won't glue itself to my table. Let's do another one. Let's do this one. Oh, I have this little heart. That might be cute. Do we want it on color? Because we already kind of did a neutral one. And there's some blue lace here. I'm going to cut that off. Add some blue lace. And what else do we want behind the little heart? You can always add paper to it as well. Maybe we'll do that. I wish it was a little smaller, but that can work. Anything else that we can add to that, and maybe, you know, maybe it's enough. let's get this scarf. And again, I think these would be nice with a dangle as well, like say for instance if you have that dangling off there, I think that would be nice too. And maybe that's what we should do, is get rid of that little one and just and of course you can tie, excuse me, just a piece of ribbon as well on the side as kind of like a dangle. How did I tie this? Let's see how it looks. So small. Okay, just kind of a, okay, there, and I might just add a dab of glue there to keep it from coming undone. And we'll add the heart, and see, it's not a lot of things, but it just makes for a cute bit of detail on your page. I mean, if you paper clip a piece of just lined paper on your page with this paper clip, it just dresses up that piece of paper immediately. Okay. And I'm wondering, maybe I'll grab the hot glue for this one. It just seems like the paper do not want to stick immediately. Okay. Okay, there's another one. Shall we decorate one more? Let's do this one. And what can we add to this one? I have this applique. I'm just cutting it smaller. And maybe 3 flowers, or it's too much. We'll just add 1 there. And shall we add some color to it? Maybe some of this see-through sparkly. I think this was part of maybe a sari. See, now I already have glue on my scissors. I'll have to clean the scissors when I'm done. Let's cut it a little smaller. Okay. I have this teeny tiny piece of lace left. And how about we add, let's see what else I have here. I don't want white, but maybe a beige. There's a piece of coffee dyed lace. I've got myself into a big fat mess again here on my desk with lots of glue on my fingers. Everything's sticking to it. And just that. Yep, let's do that. So as you can see, small pieces. You don't need big pieces of fabric. This is perfect for using up your scrap fabrics. I have a little container next to my sewing machine where I simply, whenever I cut something off, I put it in there, and also threads. If I cut pieces of thread off, I will add that in there too. And I am honestly thinking maybe the hot glue gun might be an easier way of gluing these small little pieces together. Okay. There. Oh my, now I have my desk. I don't think it has been this messy, and I've lost my, oh there, lead for my fabric tack. Okay. The other thing that I was thinking, this would also look great if you do this on a clothing pin, and if you put the fabric around this piece of the pen, and then you can thread that into fabric, but maybe we'll do that on another day. That wasn't part of Tina's mass making session. So here's the paper clips we did. We did fabric paper clips today, and they want to sit, just glue onto my fingers. So an easy project, again, perfect for all your scraps. You do not need big pieces of fabric, and you can cut stuff smaller and glue it on to your fabrics. And yes, I hope you enjoyed this, and if you have not yet, please subscribe to my channel and let me know how you are finding this, if you are following along, if you have done some of the projects. Maybe it is definitely a great way of getting a lot of ready-made ephemera. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll talk to you again tomorrow. Bye.